Welcome guys to my FPL Gameweek 17 team selection. In this video we're going to look at how my team is lined up going into the deadline, as well as how many points, how my team fared in Gameweek 16. This video is brought to you by myself, FPL.CARNAGE, in association with GW17. So, in Gameweek 16, my team scored a total of 55 points. I had in goal Robert Sanchez, 3 points. It was really heartbreaking to see his clean sheet get wiped out in the last minutes of the game by Mbeumo. He was on for a 9 points haul, but just 3 points from him. Got a decent amount of saves in that game. Robinson returned 2 assists in the game against Liverpool. It was a really great game for Fulham, drawn back-to-back games against top sides in the Premier League. Really great point return for Robinson, 6 points. Alexander-Arnold, 1 point, got subbed off, picked up a yellow card in that game. It was really disappointing, considered 2 goals as well. It makes me question how reliable he's going to be moving forward. But anyways, 1 point from him. Saliba, a clean sheet in the game against Everton, held to a 0-0 draw. 6 points from him. Mohamed Salah, 5 points. He was my vice captain. He got an assist for the first goal for Liverpool in the game against Fulham. Saka, 3 points. Wasn't able to get anything out of the Everton game. Cole Palmer was my captain in game week 16. He unfortunately could have possibly had about 2 assists. I don't know. It's as if his players just didn't want to score. Anyways, he got 1 bonus. He got pushed up to 1 bonus point. So 6 points from him as my captain. Semenyo, 3 points. He got subbed off before Bournemouth conceded the goal to West Ham in the Monday fixtures. He was really unfortunate not to have actually gotten a return in that game. He could have easily had a goal and an assist. He hit the woodwork in first half, and the Mutara scoffed, possible assist he could have gotten in second half. Got subbed off due to possible injuries, but we heard from the manager's press conferences today that there are no new injuries, so I believe that he's going to be okay going forward. Up in my attack, I had Ishak, a goal and an assist to see them get a 4-0 win against Leicester over the weekend. 11-point haul from him. João Pedro, back-to-back blanks so far. I don't know. He hasn't really looked to be very involved in the game. I think he plays better with Welbeck playing as a 9 and him playing as a supporting striker. We haven't just seen that cohesion between him and Jorginho Ruda as him playing as a number 9. It just hasn't clicked for him. 2 points from him. Jackson got possibly the winning goal for Chelsea in the game against Brentford. A really great goal. 9 points from him. So 55 points all out in game week 16. A really minor green arrow, but yeah, we're up to 360k currently. So a lot of positives to take. Let's just look at what my team is looking like going into game week 17. In goal, I'm still going to have Robert Sanchez, definitely. They're going away to Everton. I do feel like this should be a game they should be able to keep a clean sheet in this game. Everton aren't known for their scoring potency or anything like that. McNeil is a possible doubt for that game as well. Chelsea have been really great attacking wise, and I think it's a game they should be able to get a clean sheet out of. So Sanchez in goal. Robinson at home to Southampton. I don't see a better fixture for him coming. This game, possible and like another possible point haul should be coming. Maybe a possible clean sheet as well. So Robinson is my first defender. Saliba is my second, going away to Crystal Palace. He was rested for the midweek fixture in the Carabao Cup, but he got brought on in the second half, and he had a really great game. I mean, it's Saliba. Although it's an away fixture, Palace have looked, a bit better in previous weeks. They've played better. It's a tricky game in terms of whether Arsenal may be able to keep a clean sheet, but Palace have been terrible from set pieces. So I believe Saliba may be able to get an attacking return from set pieces going into that game against Crystal Palace. Then my third defender is going to be Alexander-Arnold, playing away to Tottenham Hotspur. Tottenham Hotspur have conceded a lot of goals in the past 5 game weeks, right? Considered a lot of goals. They're missing their 2 centre backs. They're missing their number 1 goalkeeper as well. We saw them concede a lot of flimsy goals in the game against Manchester United in the Carabao Cup. I think this might be a game that Liverpool capitalize on and possibly see out a clean sheet or possible Arnold goal, involvement. In my midfield, I have Bukayo Saka playing away to Crystal Palace. He has a decent record against them. He should be able to get something out of it. He had a decent game against Everton. Also had a great game coming off the bench against Crystal Palace in the Carabao Cup fixture. I think this will be a game he gets something out of. He hasn't returned. I don't think he returned in his last 2 games. So I actually do believe that this Crystal Palace game will be a game that he actually gets a haul from. Palmer away to Everton, one of the possible captain options for this game week. We saw him score 4 goals against Everton last season, but it was in the home fixture anyways. It was at Stamford Bridge. But I don't see why not, really. Palmer has been on such great form, still on penalties, still on free kicks, still on corner kicks. Really, really great outlets for Chelsea, attacking outlet for Chelsea. I think he will give Salah a good run for captaincy armband this week, actually. So if you do have him, if you do actually want to captain him, I think it's a really, really great choice. Salah is my 3rd midfielder going away to Tottenham. Salah has one of the best records against big teams in the Premier League. I do think this is just a game that Liverpool are going to walk all over Tottenham, to be very honest. Despite the fact that it's in Tottenham Hotspur's home, Liverpool have just been really, really great. Even in the game against Fulham, being one man down, they were still pressing like the team was 11v11. They are just really, really great. Salah has been on great form, back-to-back returns so far. I just think Salah is like the best captaincy option this week. He has a really, really great goal and assist involvement, in this particular fixture with Tottenham. He seems to always, get a goal or get an assist or a brace or something whenever he plays against Tottenham Hotspur. My 4th midfielder is going to be Semenyo away to Manchester United. I don't know how I feel about him being my 4th midfielder. I possibly may move to Ahmad, or I may upgrade him to Mbeumo and possibly downgrade Arnold, right? But yeah, I'm not really, really convinced by Semenyo at this moment. He hasn't returned in his last 5 to 6 game weeks. I haven't gotten any point return from him since I brought him in. So Man United have decent run of fixtures. Mbeumo has a home game coming. Enzo is another great shout. I would have gone for Enzo, but I'm already tripled up on Chelsea in my team. So Ismail Assar would have been a good shout, but he's going to play against Arsenal. I don't really see Crystal Palace getting any kind of hold against Arsenal, unless it's football, they can surprise us. But yeah, Semenyo is my 4th midfielder. Up in attack, I have Ishak playing away to Ipswich. Ipswich have actually been really great at home this season. They haven't conceded more than 2 goals in their home this season. The only 2 teams that I believe have scored them 2 goals plus in their home this season are Manchester City and Liverpool. So they're really, really solid defensively at home. But I do back Ishak. Ishak is on great goal scoring form, so it should be a good game for him. Jackson, excellent away record so far. I think he has scored 6 of his 9 goals away from, in away games this season so far. So I think this is a game that he gets something out of. My 3rd attacker is João Pedro. I'm giving him another chance to redeem himself. Brighton West Ham is always a good game. They tend to score a lot of goals in that fixture. So I want to see how it turns out. He's still, on penalties. His minutes are nailed so far. Welbeck is still out. So, I mean, it's a good one for me. I am tempted to bench Arnold if I do decide not to sell him for Veltman. Veltman is on my bench, as well as Rodgers and Faiz, and Faz rather. I do believe Veltman has a really great goal scoring record against West Ham. It's a good shout for me, but I am skeptical because he's just returning from injury, and I don't know if they're going to rush him back into the team. So that's why he's on my bench. But I may take the risk and just start him ahead of Arnold or ahead of Lewis Hall, right? Rodgers is another really great shout because City haven't really been on great form, and it's at Villa Park. And Villa didn't have any midweek fixture, so it just may be another twist. I may just rest Semenyo and bring in Rodgers, right? Or rest João Pedro and start Rodgers ahead of him. So, but right now my captaincy is on Salah, my vice captaincy is on Palmer. So this is what my team has shaped up going into Gameweek 17. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching my video. See you in the next FPL video. Once again, this video is brought to you by myself, FPL Carnage, in association with GW17.